You're listening to Lender Lounge with Kevin Kim, a podcast dedicated to the private lending industry. I'm Kevin Kim, and my goal is to sit down with key figures in the private lending industry to talk about their business and their personal lives. We'll get their takes on market conditions, the industry at large, and their personal stories. Overall, I really want to learn more about how they started and grew their businesses. So whether you're a lender, a borrower, a vendor, an investor, or anyone just interested in learning more about private lending, this podcast is definitely for you. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy this week's episode of Lender Lounge with Kevin Kim. Hey guys, Kevin Kim here, coming to you with a new mini episode of the podcast Lender Lounge with Kevin Kim. Today I am here with my friend, my colleague, and event director extraordinaire, Miss r.keys, here to tell us about something very cool that Jurassi's doing come August. Ruby, you want to tell us more?
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know or have not attended, we do have one of our conferences coming up called Captivate. It is a capital raised themed conference that will take place in Las Vegas this August 21st through 23rd. And we're super excited to be at a new venue where we can hold more people, which is the Encore at Wynn. So at this event, we're really going to have everybody in the lending industry there in attendance. So, private lenders, brokers, real estate developers, capital sources, high net worth investors, such as family offices, RIAs, institutions, and then also your service providers as well. So yeah, we hope you guys can join us.
So Ruby, give us a little bit of insight into kind of, what differentiates this event? Because what makes this event so cool? Because the private lending industry has grown by leaps and bounds. We've become quite the talk of Wall Street. And so, there are a lot of events designed to serve this industry, small and large. What makes this industry event special?
Yeah, well, I think the sizing of this event, one, is really unique. It's, definitely not a small show, but it is an event. If you play your cards right, you could really network with almost everybody there if you really utilize the app and, do the speed networking type stuff and go to all the networking events. So I think that's really cool. At least network with, everyone from one company, maybe not every single person, but the sizing of the event, I think, is really great. Also, Vegas has that draw that it really does bring a nationwide presence. So we see people come from all over the country. We've even had people outside of the country come before. However, that's not really our focus. We do like to keep it within the U.S. Another really unique part about this event is that we do comp admission for those investors that are looking to invest in debt funds. So that's something that, myself and I work really closely with Kevin and other attorneys at our firm to get those people there that will deploy their capital with these funds and people who are also our clients. So yeah, I would say those are some of the differentiating factors, but a lot of other events, including ours, we have really awesome networking opportunities. We also pride ourselves in our content. We have speakers really from all over that come, and we always try to get new speakers. So you won't typically see panels with the same type of speakers and companies on there.
And, I like to kind of chime in here too, because, we've been doing this for some time. The Jurassi, the law firm, how long has it been now? It's been about what?
Our first event was 2016. So
okay. So about 6 years now, and it's just gotten better every year. And for those of our listeners who have been in attendance, how intentionally designed the event is. We're very well organized. I think, Ruby and her team do an exceptional job. I do events all across the country. I go to conferences all across the country. I've been to the biggest and the smallest, all sizes, and I think we do an excellent job at keeping it very well conducted. But, the content is something that I feel is some of the best in the country, because we don't do a pay-for-play model, right? We invite speakers specifically designed around content that we as the attorneys feel are relevant to the industry, because we are the nation's largest private lending law firm. We have a very strong kind of pulse on what's going on, and we really try to translate that into quality content that our participants, our attendees, our sponsors can either participate and speak in, or just listen in on. And then lastly, just the amount of opportunity. I've had multiple clients come back and tell me, hey, not only did I find some new investors for my fund. I made a relationship with a new aggregator, and I've also been able to lock down some new vendor contracts with this service provider I've been trying to get a phone call with the principal with, right? And the issue that exact kind of drives it home is that you're at an event where you're going to see a lot of kind of C-level executive decision-making type people, whereas you're just not going to get that in general, I feel like, at other events. And then lastly, just if you think about it, right, like myself being an attorney, right, and while this is our own event and a little bit of bias, I guess you can call it, if you look at it objectively, I've done a lot of business at my own event. And this is kind of the reason why we created it, right? Give the law firm also partially some opportunity. And if you're a vendor or service provider, you can do immensely well as well. So I really encourage all of our listeners to really look into this event. If you're interested, you can find more information in the show notes or go to our website. What was the website? Is Fortracon, right, Ruby?
It's Fortracon.com/captivate.
There you go. Fortracon.com/captivate and learn more. It's going to be, once again, August 21st to the 23rd. We're really excited this year because we're getting bigger. So we're going to the Encore. And if you're interested in growing your lending business, it's a great place to be because you're going to meet people of all shapes and sizes, and people who've been through it all, people who are getting started, all types of people to partner with. And you never know, kind of opportunity may come your way at one of our events. So please check it out. You can learn more at our website, or if you're interested, just email one of us. Both of our emails are in the show notes as well. Happy to answer any questions. And hopefully we'll see you in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and just a heads up to register before end of July to get the best savings. Pricing will go up, so register as soon as you can. We hope to see you there.
Definitely do that, guys. You don't want to deal with the excessive pricing, right? Get in there as soon as you can. We'll see you up there in Vegas on the 21st to the 23rd of August at the Encore at the Wynn. Thank you, Ruby.
Thank you. Talk soon.
Thanks for listening to Lender Lounge with Kevin Kim. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. If you did enjoy, please leave us a 5-star review on your podcast platform.